Hello, everyone, and welcome to another stream for Age of Empires. For those who haven't tuned in before, we try to do these fairly often whenever we have either patches or updates, and we've definitely got a bigger update coming for you all very soon. Before we hop into things, I want to introduce myself. I'm Grant, one of the community managers here at Relic Entertainment, working on Age of Empires 4, and the familiar face you see beside me, I'm sure you also know.
Yep, it's Eliot. Hello, I'm the other community manager here for Age of Empires 4. Before we get underway, I just want to say a quick shout out. Marine Lord is raiding with his stream and channel, so welcome everybody. As Grant mentioned, this is a developer discussion stream that we've got here because if you haven't checked the news, we've got our major Season 1 update coming up for Age of Empires 4. It's titled the Festival of Ages because we've got a lot and lots of number of exciting additions and new features, which we'll chat more of. But
so this is our upcoming 1.3 update. This is our biggest, it's our first major content update for Age of Empires 4 for the year, and we're excited to show you what we've got coming. We're going to touch very briefly on a number of things on this stream, and we hope to have even more details for you in the very near future. But we wanted to get this going because we put out the official announcement of this update on our blog today, and there is also a shiny new trailer. But before we jump into that, we do have a number of guests joining us today from different teams over on the Relic side here. We got a nice few familiar faces and one who you probably haven't seen all too often here. So we've got, there we go, switch over to us all. We have Eric and Zach, who most of you have seen on a number of streams before, and Zach is frozen, it looks like. Let me see what's going on with that. Well, I saw a bit of a wave. Zach is in like frame by frame. And then we also have Michael Conkin, who is a game designer on our R&R team. So all of us are here. We're going to be chatting around and talking about what this update has. Each of these people below Eliot and me on the stream, they all have different departments, different areas of expertise, and they can all talk probably a lot better than Eliot or I can on the content we're going to be covering today. Yeah, chat, look at all those faces. There are a number of faces. I see the Eric love already in chat here. They're just screaming for Eric.
Dude, I'm screaming for Michael's couch. It looks really comfy back there.
You
might
just
like, hang out every now and then. Like,
and let me just see if we can get these cameras one quick try. I'm not sure what's going on here. Our cameras really do not like us for some reason.
Where'd I go?
There we go. Let's see. That looks okay. So far, people are moving, which is good. These used to love us so much more, and technology is technology. It works until it doesn't, and we love it until we hate it.
Looks like everyone's moving, though.
Yep, that is good. So, as I mentioned, we did drop the blog post today, which has a lot of information in there, which you can go check out. There'll be more posts as well coming soon. But most exciting thing is we have a awesome trailer that dropped, and I think before anything else, I think we just want to hop in and give that a quick watch.
Yes,
for those of you who haven't seen it. And yes, in chat, I can make people disappear, so don't make me mad.
That's power I wish you didn't have.
But I can also bring you back.
Great power becomes something responsibility. All right, let's go.
All right, we're going to take a look at this, and we will be right back in just a short minute here, everyone.
Welcome to the Season 1 update. Festival of Ages, our latest update to Age of Empires 4. Unsheathe your swords, knock those arrows, and celebrate with the arrival of competitive ranked seasons, events, and the all-new content editor. Compete in ranked seasons against fierce opponents in your path to conquest and triumph. demonstrate your strategic prowess as you compete for exclusive rewards. Seasonal events arrive in Age of Empires 4. Complete challenges for rewards and show off your accomplishments in your matches. Shoot for gold in the Art of War mission Advanced Combat. Want to battle it out on a custom map with a knight's strength set to overpowered? Customize your play any way you want with the content editor. Make history your story indeed. Revel in the chaotic play of Mega Random, a completely random way to play and truly test your skills, including campaign tuning, quality of life, and balance changes. And that's just a sneak peek at our Season 1 update. Join us in the festivities. Coming soon.
All right, so that was the trailer that dropped today. Definitely, I see all of you in chat. There's definitely a lot of really interesting things in there that hopefully we can dive into in a bit more detail. As mentioned, we are calling this is our version 1.3 update, is called Season 1 Festival of Ages. There's a lot out there for you to explore, a lot of different things. As you saw in the trailer, there are ranked seasons, the Age of Empires 4 content editor, which is launching in beta, mod support, seasonal events, and even more. So there's a lot of content, and it's really exciting. As well, briefly mentioned before, this is the first stream we are doing for this version 1.3 update. Part of this, as we reveal more content and as we actually launch into the season itself, we're going to be having a number of streams. Actually, we're going to do streams basically every Friday, with the exception of if there falls a holiday, we'll probably miss those.
Hey, Grant, sorry to cut you off, but they're saying the music's really loud.
Yes,
I know people are saying louder, but it's too loud.
It is loud. Let me turn that down. There
Bump
we
it
go.
up.
Actually, let's just kill that music for now. Definitely. Yep. There we go. So as mentioned, this is the first stream we're doing for the 1.3 update, where there's going to be a number of these, doing them every Friday. Today is the first Thursday, just because we got the announcement out today, but we're going to be doing them starting next Friday, and we're going to have them basically every week, and we're going to cover a bunch of different content. We'll get more into what each of these means as these streams hit, but definitely there's going to be some discussions, there's going to be some ranked play, and some of the seasonal event challenges there as well. Plus, we'll even talk about some UGC stuff. So there's definitely a number of streams. This is just the first 6 streams. We have more as well. So stay tuned. We will be posting our stream schedules on Twitch as well as our social media, so people can tune in and keep an eye on what we're working on here. Yeah.
So who's going to be playing for this road to ranked?
So I think that gave it away. Eliot is going to be the one we're watching.
All right, my man, Eliot.
We thought, okay, so we did talk to the team here, and we were like, it doesn't make sense to get the balance team on there, because, we want people to be able to see the real struggle of going through ranked. And I was nominated because I at least am okay with losing on camera.
Eliot.
So.
Yeah.
Eliot.
Plus,
So,
Eliot, you're not by any means a bad player. You're not bad.
Yeah.
It's just there's a huge
Sure.
there's that room to grow and a room to watch you rank up over the season. So we're gonna have fun with that.
Yeah,
I'm excited seeing the climb, Eliot. I want to see you at the top
my
by the end of it.
Yeah.
I want to see the struggle.
Let's keep expectations low. I'm
Eliot,
excited
you're
to
gonna
do
reach
it,
the
but,
very top rank, right?
I don't know if I can get to the Conqueror rank. I'm going to be very real.
I think
if I
can.
can hit above gold, I'll be really happy.
I think
So
chat
we'll
chat
see.
just needs to cheer you on. Eliot can hit Conqueror, right, chat?
Who's better, Eliot or Beastie QT? That's a hard question.
I think that'll be tough for Beastie, to be honest.
Yeah, so
Jokes
definitely.
aside, yeah, we'll be following me on a road to ranked.
Yeah.
we may get some coaching from some of the folks here, but all in all, it'll be me behind the mouse / wheel.
Yep.
Trying to get some wins.
Yeah, and I'm sure all of you in chat will have some fun cheering on Eliot, teaching him a few lessons here. He might even face off some of you in ranked, who knows? Yeah, so that's just part of our streaming schedule we have for 1.3, but I know most of you are here to learn more about the update itself. And yeah, so we're going to dive into that. As a note, this update is coming soon. It is not here just yet, but it's coming very, very soon. And yeah, so we'll be having more information in the coming days and giving you deeper looks at everything we're about to talk right now. So definitely stay tuned. Socials, blog, and all of that. But first up from that list of things to talk about, the big one, ranked seasons. This is huge. And I know, chat, a lot of you are like, ranked seasons finally here. What are ranked seasons? All of this. We have a lot of information for you on ranked seasons that's going to be coming out in the next few days here. But the first ranked season itself is going to launch shortly after the 1.3 release. It's not going to be the same day. Basically, what we want to do is we want to make sure once the 1.3 update is out that everything is stable, everything is good before we kick this off, because a season is it's a longer event. We want people to be able to get in, have the challenge, and have fun playing with it. So we want to make sure everything is as perfect as possible before we launch this. It will be very shortly after the 1.3 release, though. Yeah. So rank seasons over a short period of time. Actually, not that short. You'll find out in a little bit, but over a period of time, you'll be playing ranked matches and move up in rankings as you try to get different rewards as you make your path to victory. This is what Eliot mentioned of reaching Conqueror. That's his goal, getting those Conqueror rewards there.
No. Let's make it clear. Gold. I'm gonna try to hit gold. That will be my goal. That'll be the goal for me.
I don't know, that Conqueror there looks pretty nice.
You can get plat.
Guys, like I said, starting low. Let's keep the expectations low, because then if I overachieve, it's a great success, right? So.
Elliot for Wood League.
Someone chat said Plastic League.
Plastic League, wow. Yeah, so
yeah.
we'll see where Eliot lands. It'll be fun to watch along with all of you as we cheer Eliot on internally here as well at Relic. Definitely a lot of fun. So seasons, we're going to have a lot more information coming soon, but it's going to be a fun way for you to face off against each other and see where you stand on the leaderboards a little bit more than just normal play. So we'll see where you fall in the season, and you'll be rewarded nicely for it. And this is something actually for those who are on the pup build there. This is something that they've been checking out. There's definitely those on the pup.
You mentioned pup. What is the pup? Because for those who don't know or tuning in.
Why don't you tell us, Eliot? Let us know.
Yeah. It is the public update preview, which actually concluded on March 28th. We did extend it out, but it was a chance for people to jump in and see and preview the build, similar to the other Age titles. And also it helped us gather feedback and see if there were any issues, any bugs, and that kind of stuff. So it's something that we're definitely going to take advantage of and use down the road. But obviously, we close that up because we have this major Season 1 update coming very soon.
Yeah, so everyone in the pup, they all got to take a look at some of this early and help shape things, let us know their feedback, all of that. As Eliot mentions, we'll probably do pups in the future as well, so stay tuned. And yeah, that brings us to where we are with seasons here.
And Konkin, there's some questions coming up. I don't know if you want to field, but some people are wondering if we can talk about how many placement matches are required for us to get into your initial rank when you're playing.
Maybe should I give a breakdown of rank seasons just for those who haven't?
Sorry, yeah.
Just before we hop into that, I just want to again remind everyone, we're giving some bigger picture details here with more specific breakdowns will be coming in the near future. But definitely, Konkin, you can give us a run through of what to expect.
Okay, so here's the pitch. So rank seasons is a new queue that caters to competitive play, right? So after 5 placement matches, you'll be given a rank like bronze, silver, gold, plastic, whatever. And that'll serve as a benchmark for your skill. So instead of, sweating it out in the ELO leaderboards, which will still be there, you'll still be able to compete on the ELO leaderboards in quick match and also in the ranked queue. But you'll have sort of a tangible rank that you can work at and share with other players as well. So that's one component, and then it also, by creating this other space, it allows us to make changes independently for competitive players as well versus a bit more casual quick play, right? So as an example, there'll be a smaller map pool, right? We're just going to have Altai, Dry Arabia, Highview, Hillendale, Lipany, and Mongolian Heights. And that's it. At launch, we're just going to start with a small competitive map queue. And we can sort of tune that experience a little bit more to competitive players. That's kind of it.
So I was like on the pup and playing the stuff and trying it out, and I really love that sort of like UI you guys have to represent the 5 different wins and losses. You want to maybe talk a little bit about that real quick, Michael?
Yeah, it's hard to describe without seeing it on screen, but
Yeah.
the art team did a pretty fantastic job of sort of it creates this like emblem with 5 notches, and if you win one, it becomes a little bit more gold, and if you lose one, it becomes red, and so it sort of describes your journey to your placement, and then once you get placed, you'll see one of the badges that are up on screen right now.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
had very briefly in the trailer, for those who are watching this, you can actually see that come up. It does show us like a bit of an overlay on the trailer of the different placements. There's basically, it looks like 5 circles around it that will stay gold or turn red, depending on your placement
Mhm.
there.
There's also going to be rewards for competing in ranked
Mhm.
seasons, right? Can we talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, 100%.
I mean, I see 3 things on the bottom of this screenshot here: coat of arms, portraits, and monuments. Those are things, right?
They're things.
Yeah, so if you complete your 5 placement matches, if you hit any rank, so even if you're down in bronze, you'll get a bundle of stuff that we hope you'll like, that kind of shows off what rank you got. And we're really going to be keeping a close eye on the feedback we get from that to kind of inform what rewards we do in the future, and look into adding new types of rewards as well.
Awesome. Yeah, so that's ranked seasons. There's a lot there, and I am sure many of you are going to spend a decent amount of time going through there, seeing where you end up, and we'll be watching where Eliot ends up as well.
Mhm.
But there is a counter side to ranked seasons as well for those who might not want to hop into rank play, is seasonal events. And these are really exciting because they give you a different way to earn rewards other than playing in ranked matches. This runs over the course of the season as well. There'll be different durations, different segments of them. So there'll be different chunks. So let's say season event 1, season event 2, 3, and 4 is like periods where you do different challenges, and these could be just regular gameplay things you do on a day-to-day basis, and you'll earn different rewards as well. So in addition to doing ranked matches and playing in the ranked season, you also have these seasonal events that are essentially challenges or tasks you can complete for additional rewards. And these are different rewards than you get from the ranked season.
Yeah, so they're really intended to be for everyone, right? So they're not going to be very grindy, but they kind of encourage you to try out something new that we're adding in the update. I guess like to shout out a bit of a teaser. If you kill a king in Royal Rumble, that might be one event that you get a reward for. So it's really just about getting into the game and trying out the new stuff that we have to offer.
Now, what is Royal Rumble, Michael?
Royal Rumble is a mod.
Mod?
Created,
What are those?
created by our team and downloadable from the new mods tab once that is available.
It's almost like you knew where we're going with the discussion and decided to lead us right over there.
I'm all about the segue.
Yeah, so mods, that is also a very, very exciting feature, and that brings us to the next topic, our content editor, which is the Age of Empires 4 content editor, which is launching as a beta at this point. But those of you, again, from the pup, they've had some access. They've gotten to play around with it a little bit as well. It's a very exciting tool, and it's going to allow you to customize basically how you play Age of Empires 4. You can design and create your own maps, mods, and all sorts of different things in there.
Yeah, there's actually 4 types of mods that you can make. You can make game modes, which is what Michael's talking about with Royal Rumble, which is very similar to Regicide mode. But you can also make maps. There's 2 types of maps. You can make crafted maps, for example, which you can perfectly sculpt and design exactly as you would like. And then there's generated maps, which are similar to maps like Arabia or Mountain Pass, which are random every time. And then there's also tuning packs as the 4th type of mod you can make, where you can edit the data in the game. So you can, for example, make trebuchets shoot sheep, or you could make Mongol villagers cost 500 food so that they're fair and balanced.
Those poor sheep.
You can do whatever you like is the point. And it's actually really awesome to see what people have been able to do already in the pup. We've had the UGC tools available for people to try out. And it's just amazing to see what they've done. I mean, when you think about where Age of Empires has come, and how so much of it has been contributed by modders. We've had things like Capture Age in the past, and we've got Forgotten Empires that started out as a mod group. It's really exciting that we're opening the door to a modding community in Age 4. Seeing what they can come up with is going to be great. And so far, we've seen tons of really awesome stuff too. So, for example, Age of Noob, he made a video recently highlighting some of the different lighting that you could put on the maps. I don't know if any of you guys saw that. But putting that sort of evening golden glow into the map was awesome, and he even made it nighttime, which was, yeah, pretty special. And I'm
That
sure
sounds
people will
amazing.
be making some great stuff with that.
Can we shout out the AoE4, the unofficial AoE4 modding Discord? Because it is amazing. Like we've all been creeping it, and there's a showcase channel that I'd encourage anyone who's interested to check out. People are just blowing our minds with what they're making.
With the one caveat that it is unofficial, but that sounds, yeah, that's totally fine. It's awesome to see what the community can build, and modding is such a big thing. I think encouraging it in whatever way possible is great for us. And for people to go see what they're making. You might get ideas of something for you to make as well. Yeah.
It's a great place to just see what people are doing and sort of get ideas for yourself. We've even seen sort of custom maps being made already, inspired by Age of Empires classic maps. So someone's in there making maps like Four Lakes and Socotra or Atacama, for example.
Forest Nothing.
Oh yeah, we've seen a Forest Nothing. It's all coming. The floodgates are open. So yeah, I'm really excited for this.
Do you have a favorite from the pup, Zach?
Oh, that's a really good question because there's like a really broad range of stuff, right? One of the things that I thought was really creative actually was the realistic scale mod, where someone shrank down all of the units so that they were to scale with the doorways of the buildings. And it's just kind of cool to see the game in that different perspective. Not something that I think I would play with, but certainly cool to look at.
Yeah, the unit scaling, especially, I think there was a screenshot floating around at nighttime as well with like the torches lighting up the side of the building. That was really cool. I was a sucker for the nostalgia mod that reintroduced all the awful bugs we shipped with. The couple of awful bugs that we shipped with.
Ding ding! Did that make it in there?
Ding ding. That's if that's not a mod, that has to be one.
That's gonna be a mod. It's got to be.
I might have to get started with modding just to make that happen.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so not only with the pup, but our team has also been playing around with this editor and testing it out as well. So when it does launch, when mods in the UGC tool launch with this 1.3 update, there will be some initial mods populated for you to check out from our team, as well as we'll be continuing to watch and seeing as new mods from the community are created and uploaded there. So that's the nice thing is you can create your mods, you can share them, people can download them, you can all check them out together. Which is absolutely amazing.
And anyone who's been working on these mods since the pup as well, they'll be able to re-upload those. So I think we're going to have a lot of cool stuff right at launch as well.
Yeah, that's awesome. And as mentioned, we do have more streams coming for this, and we will be diving more as well on stream, as well as in blog posts about what this content editor and the UGC of how this all works there. So we'll be looking a lot more in depth, probably taking a look at some mods that people have actually made. So if you are into making mods, if it's really interesting and it's amazing, we may show it on stream at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So get to it, y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Now that being said, I don't know. Did we talk about it yet about the two other stuff that's coming with?
We have not yet.
Okay.
Take us away.
So if you saw the trailer part, and Conk, can you get in some love in chat? If you haven't seen it. So
Love the love.
Love the love. So there are two new stuff that is coming along with the update. A brand new Art of War challenge called Advanced Combat. Conkin, I don't know if you have a one-liner or something for that, but I know that your team was the one that was working on that. So
my team didn't build that one, but I will shout them out too. That it's
wrong team. Sorry.
It is the extension of the basic combat Art of War that we shipped with. So it's really cool. Check it out. It's the next step to step up your game.
Yeah, funny enough, it's called Advanced Combat. So that will be the next Art of War challenge that you could take on to try to get gold. I am sad to say that the basic combat's my only bronze one. I think everything else I've gotten gold in. So I definitely
basic combat's hard. It's hard.
Yeah, it is.
You have to micro.
Yeah.
want to make it through. Got a
Yeah.
I
micro.
watched the YouTube
Burn.
video. I watched the
Guys,
YouTube video.
this is why I'm
yeah.
saying this is the precursor to the whole road to rank. Let's keep expectations low, because like macro game pretty good, micro game not as good as it used to be when I was playing a lot more Age of Empires and other RTS games. That being said, also there is a fun map that was done by the dev team that is a callback Hallmark 2 Age 2, I believe was the first time it came up, which is Mega Random.
I wonder what
For
that
those
could
who've
be.
never, yeah, if you've never played Mega Random, it basically is a random variable of starting stuff and across the map, resources, and stuff like that. It's all literally random. So, a great way to jump in, create some chaos, get into a fun match with friends, with foes, with AI, however you like. That will also be included in this season 1 update.
We actually on the balance team played that map quite a bit. Like it's probably one of our favorite maps, just because you have like no idea what you're gonna get. Like, is it gonna be naval? Is it gonna be just all land? Like you have no idea what it's gonna be. And like the map spawning algorithm, it's like sometimes some players have a little advantage, but we haven't really like played on it where it's just like, oh, this was like completely unfair and I had no chance of winning. Like it's like it's randomness, but it's constrained in ways where it does still like feel fair, where it's like an equal distance between the starting gold mines and the relics and stuff like that. So yeah, it's just a blast. You never know what you're gonna get. It's really fun.
Yeah, it's awesome, and it's never like unreasonably unfair. Like it's somehow manages to be like actually reasonably balanced. It's not something that would be competitive, but you can jump in and you're going to have a really fun game. And I think that's they've done a really good job with Mega Random.
Saw a question in the chat, will Mega Random be in Quick Match? And I believe we're launching without Mega Random in Quick Match, but that doesn't mean that we couldn't add it later, and we'll kind of feel that one out.
Yeah, similar to the last patch, we did take out maps, I believe, from the quick match pool, so we can obviously add in maps. So we will be keeping an eye on response to that and just in general all the big updates. Speaking of which, segueing into the next portion, of course, a major update like our seasonal update, and for those who tried out the pup will know, is it can't be complete without a huge number of balance changes and game updates. So I'm going to throw it to our resident favorite stream guest, Eric here. Eric, do you want to talk a little bit about the balance kind of goals behind this update that we've got coming up?
Absolutely, I would love to. So over time, we've been trying to, sort of like get the win weights closer and closer to that, like sort of, obviously it would be great if every civ had exactly 50% win rating, right? But some civs are going to be better on different maps. Like some people, are going to be a little bit better on naval. Some are a little bit better on choke points or open maps and stuff like that. So our goal is not to get everything exactly to 50%, right? We're trying to get it within that threshold of 45 to 55%. So we want every match at the start of it, no matter what civ you are and who you're playing against, you feel like you have a chance to win or an opportunity, if you can play well and make the right moves. So we have been getting tighter and tighter, and we're really excited about all the 1.3 changes that we have, because in general, we're trying to focus on pushing the civs at the bottom up with balance changes to make them more competitive and feel like they have more options and cool strategies that they can engage. So an example that comes to mind is the English, where we see a lot of English players really focusing on like building a lot of longbows, because that's their sort of like most powerful iconic unit, and they can build it like right from the beginning of the game. So one of the changes we've done with the English is that their man-at-arms, which is that it's sort of a right now it's kind of like a minor theme in the Civ, because they just have the ironclad upgrade, which gives them +2 armor, quite good, right? But we wanted to encourage more of this sort of like diversity and force mixing with the English army. So the man-at-arms now build in 15 seconds instead of 22. So you really crank out an army of these guys really quickly. And it synergizes also pretty well with the whole like farming bonus, because the English can get a lot of food and man-at-arms have a really high food cost. So we've already seen on the pup people taking advantage of this and coming up with some new strategies that we've never seen before for the English civilization. So we're definitely really looking forward to all the cool new things that players are going to do in update 1.3.
All right, yeah. And as mentioned, there is a lot more information coming in the coming days and weeks, not weeks, coming days and a little bit of time here as we move towards this 1.3 update and seasons and all of this. That also includes the full patch notes. We don't have those for you today. Those will be coming in the near future, so you'll be able to take a look at those when they do come out as well. So we don't want. I know in past streams we've dived in and kind of gone through the patch notes as they were one by one, talking with the team. This was more of just chatting about what's coming and some of the like bigger picture, these balance update goals here as well. There are, that said, a lot of updates in that change list, so you'll get to keep your eye on that shortly.
Oh my
Speaking
gosh.
of more things that are coming, would it be okay if I quickly talked about UI stuff real quick as well?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Please.
I think that should be fine.
Because we got some exciting things there too. Things that people have been asking for a long time. We're bringing in a global queue, so you can get an overview of your production at a glance at all times while you're playing the game, which is awesome and a feature that's loved by many. We've also got stat card improvements, so you'll be able to see when you get an upgrade, you'll be able to see how much that upgrade has affected your units because it will display it as a plus. And then if you've got the blacksmith upgrade, for example, that gives you +1 attack, it will show +1 attack in the UI card when you click on the unit, whereas before it would show the base value. And then we've got a bunch of updates to hotkeys as well. So you'll be able to remap your mouse buttons, for example. We have a toggle which allows you to set exclusive control groups. So you can have control group stealing or not, depending on which you prefer. You can also rebind keys like Control, Shift, and Alt. We've added a ton of hotkeys such as cycle through all buildings of a type or select all buildings of a type. We have camera location hotkeys. So I would really suggest if you're into like all the hotkey stuff, just load up the menu, have a browse. There's hundreds of things in there to bind to your heart's content. And we'll continue to work on that in the future as well. But looking forward to hearing feedback about it and getting it in your hands to play with.
We have I think more plans for the future too. Like that this is sort of our our first step into improving the hotkey experience, but we do want to keep making even more progress in the future. But we're pretty excited about this for 1.3. Another really cool thing I like about you're talking about the UI showing the upgrades and stuff like that. So it captures the blacksmith upgrades and showing you like, oh, okay, I have +2 armor. And another nice part about it is you can click on the enemy troops. So a real quick glance, you can tell exactly what the stats are. So you'd be like, oh, okay, he's got 2 armor and I don't have any, so I don't want to take this fight. I need to like back up and retreat and wait until I have enough time to bolster my forces. And a cool thing is not only does it show the bonuses, it also shows the negatives, which there aren't a lot of penalties, but I know the camels are definitely one that comes to mind, where you can actually see it be like, oh, this has like -3 damage because the camel aura is affecting them. So it really shows off a lot of the cool interactions in our game. Did Zach freeze?
Oh, he did.
I'm still here. My camera's freezing apparently.
Yeah,
I'm here though.
You were just shocked at what I said.
I'm so shocked, Eric. I can't believe you said that.
Good
So
shot.
much information.
This is live. What are you doing?
Let's see if this is gonna. Hopefully this. Let's see if maybe you'll stay not frozen.
It's
No
fine
promises.
on my end.
Yeah, no, it's really strange. Like it's fine until it's not, and as soon as I disable and re-enable it, it's totally fine. So it's somewhere in the chain of technology. Technology is not liking us. Well, maybe just Zach for some reason.
I see a lot
Zach,
of
I
people
like you. I think you're a great guy.
in chat asking about team ranked. Can I talk to that one really quickly?
Yeah.
Yep.
So we're shipping with 1v1 ranked, and that's what season 1 is going to be like. But I think a lot of people would be surprised at how much player feedback factors into what we decide to do next. So if team ranked is something you want to see, I'd just encourage you to keep shouting about it. It's something we want to do. So if the community is behind us, then we'll try to get that done at some point in the future.
There's gonna be so many caps. You just asked Twitch chat to
Yeah,
shout at us. They're like, yes, please.
Oh no! What have you done? Should we just give him like? your direct line, Konkin? They can just send them straight
No,
to you?
no,
Yeah,
we're not
I
doing
didn't
that.
know I
No,
could just
no,
talk to
we're
them
not
about
doing
it.
that.
We are not doing
I have another
that.
question. What's your favorite taunt? Post it in chat what your favorite taunt is from the previous Age games.
Ooh, good one. Good one.
That's not a loaded question.
Sorry. So just to circle back to what Michael said here, we are obviously in our social channels. We're on the forums. We're on Reddit. We see our in-game telemetry as well as the streams. Like we keep an eye on what's being talked about in chat. So those are all the reasons why we try to listen to what you the community is telling us that is better for the game. And obviously we've done some work around that. So that's why we've also brought in, like I said, global build queues coming in for the big season 1 update, as well as a whole bunch of other features. So keep on talking, keep on providing us information. There's a reason why we love doing these things, because we're able to talk with you guys and be able to get the information that we need to make sure that we're making the informed decisions that make sense for the community as a whole. So
yeah. And as you're talking about that, Eliot, we got a rating party from Core AOE, so thank you so much and welcome everyone to the stream. We've just been chatting about what's coming in this 1.3 update. That includes ranked seasons, the content editor, not only ranked seasons actually, but also seasonal events, and some of these balance changes. And we're going to have a lot of streams, a number of streams, as I'll just toss on the screen here, over the next few weeks as we dive in, as the season's running as well, where we show developer discussions more with the team like this. We'll have different members of the team talking about either UGC, R&R, which is actually the team Michael Konkin is from, Ritual and Retention, as well as other teams. These are just some of the streams we have planned, but they'll be kicking off every Friday at the same time, 2:30 p.m. Pacific time. Yeah, it's very exciting to see this update and to see our Festival of Ages, Season 1 Festival of Ages launch here.
All right, so actually, I have a question for Eric, and to extension Zach as well.
Please.
Obviously, we've been keeping an eye on the PUP, which for those again who are just tuning in, that's the public update preview we had running up until March 28th. With that, it was pretty much a preview of the balance updates and changes that are coming in with the season 1 update. Was there anything specific that we've done that is a balance changer update that caught you by surprise about how the community reacted to or shifted the meta around?
Well, one thing I can add is we're definitely like watching all the tournaments and stuff that were happening, right? And we sort of have like a lock date for when we're gonna need to get our changes in, because it has to be tested and go through certification and make sure it's not causing any crashes, and so there's like a pretty long process. So we had a couple of changes that I would term maybe like the Bart Simpson changes, where that scene in the opening when the garage door is closing and he's trying to like slide underneath, right, and then he like grabs his hat at the last moment. So we had like
that was a couple of weeks ago, yeah.
yeah, so we had a couple of changes that Zach was able to get in. The whole team really hustled up to work on those based on like what we were seeing in the tournaments. So I have some of these that I remember offhand.
I have them brought up on my screen. I could run through them if you like.
Yes, please, Zach Robinson.
Sure. So, I mean, this is in response to the pup. So, one thing I would say is that if you thinking about playing the pup, it's a great way to see what's coming up before it goes live, and it even gives us time to get feedback and act on it before we go live as well. And some of these changes are a result of feedback we got from the pup, but also feedback that we got from tournament organizers. We've seen N4C, of course, and the rule set which they used there, and also now Golden League, they're using specific rules. And so we have some changes with those in mind. Some of them being related to stone walls and stone wall towers, for example. We increased the cost of the stone wall tower from 200 to 300 stone. We also moved the Delhi Sultanate herbal medicine to the Castle Age from the Dark Age. And of course, those were two of the major rules from N4C. And we think that these will help to put these things in a better place where tournaments will consider using them too. We also reverted one of our original changes to the official train time. I think we put out a patch note saying that the train time would be increased to 30 seconds, but we reduced it back down to 20 in response to some of that feedback. And we also have a nerf for the Delhi and Abbasid orchards as well, where when you place the mill against the berry bushes, it won't double the food in them, but it will just give a flat plus 100 food. So they'll still have a really powerful, strong bonus, but it will be limited in how long and how much you can get out of it.
Yeah, exactly. So that was based on, some of the stuff we were seeing on the pup and stuff we had been seeing on the tournament. We were able to slide those changes in. So we're really happy to get those kind of in at the last minute. So it's not that we would never want to move stone walls to the Castle Age, but we found that one of the biggest strengths was people were putting these towers, the stone wall towers, on top of them, and they were super super powerful and difficult to deal with, having this Springle tower shooting you in the feudal age when you didn't have quite as many. You had a very, a much smaller army, so you didn't have as many capabilities and units to be able to counter it. And then another thing that we did as well is when your workers are building the stone wall tower, they can't immediately just walk up onto the stone wall and build it from on top of the stone wall. They have to fully complete the tower before they can get onto the stone wall. So that adds a lot more counterplay and options for you to be able to stop the enemy from doing this to you. Because now if you have cavalry, you can just run them around and then kill the workers that are constructing this. So we wanted to try these changes out and see how they feel, and we'll definitely continue to make more tweaks and monitor the situation. But we think these will help a lot, and we're pretty excited about these changes.
And if I may, just one of the biggest changes, probably balance-wise in 1.3, buildings under construction will now take 50% more damage. So you have a lot more opportunity to contest buildings that are being dropped right outside of your base or something like that. So we think that'll make a really big impact as well, and it will increase the risk of these kind of like tower rush and using defenses offensively. That should make a big difference there.
Yeah, definitely. It that comes up in like a lot of different situations too, right? Like we'll see a lot of people like tower rushing, right? And then it's like, well, you pull your villagers and you can kind of push them away from the tower, but then it like takes too long to actually kill it. So then you kind of just have to walk back. But now that it takes 50% extra damage, you can have your villagers just turn and like torch down the tower really fast. And then another really important situation we were hoping to address with this is people building keeps, either responding to an attack in their base and just being able to put up a keep super fast, or just pulling 10 or 15 villagers with their attack and putting a keep right in the enemy base. If the keep's built so quickly, it felt like there was really nothing you could do. Is like he's got the stone, he's got the villagers, the keep is just going up and I can't stop it. So not only does it take 50% more damage, which means you could actually turn and attack it and kill it, or significantly wound it. Additionally, we increase the build time in the keeps too, so you have a little bit more of a window to exploit that extra 50% damage that the keep takes. So yeah, we're definitely excited to see how that feels and what people do with it. And then just as a note on the development, Zach, you'll probably remember that we started actually with 100% damage penalty to these buildings. But there were some situations we were a little uncomfortable with, so we decided to bring it back down to 50%. Do you happen to remember any of those games?
I'm not sure off the top of my head of any particular moment that you might be talking about, but I'm sure you're alluding to something.
There was one where someone was like trying to build a white tower, and the dude just like killed it because it took double damage,
Right
and then he lost 1,800 resources, for aging up. So you just like immediately quit the game at that point, right? So we definitely like the possibilities, right? But it's definitely easier to go too far. And like Mongol torches, right? If they're taking double damage, their buildings, like that potentially gives them a huge advantage too. So there were a lot of pieces and things we sort of took into account when we came up with that 50% number. So we would like to push it further if it's not quite achieving what we're hoping to get out of it. But we do think it is even 50% is pretty impactful.
And not to go too much into the balance things, because I think, as Grant and Elliot said, we'll go through that sort of at a later date.
I just love
But-
them. I'm sorry.
People are asking for
This is
landmark
why
tweaks.
chat loves you, Eric. You want to tell them everything.
Well, I want to also say that with the landmark tweak stuff, we have got quite a few changes planned for HRE landmarks specifically, as well as the English Abbey of Kings. And I guess you just have to tune in next time for all of the juicy details.
Yeah.
Is that enough of a cliffhanger?
I like it.
Good.
Or do we take the Eric approach and just turn this into the patch note stream?
Oh no! Oh no! Where's the button to remove Eric?
And Zach's encouraging
Zach
it.
too. We'll lose Eric's nice plants behind him that everyone loves as well.
That being said, we will be previewing the patch notes in its full prior to the update, so you will see it at a later time. It's not live right now, but it will be soon.
Yeah, I saw
is what
someone
we can
has
tease.
Nightbot in chat. They're trying to get patch notes. Those are from our last patch. The update notes will be coming soon. You cannot find them in chat. They don't exist on the website yet. We will get them up in the near future. You can read all the details, all the stuff Eric and Zach want to tease and just give to you right now. You just have to wait a little bit longer and it'll be yours. All right. I think that covers most of what we wanted to actually bring up on this stream. Again, there is the blog post right now on the Age of Empires website, if you haven't seen it, that gives you some of the details of what we've talked about today. We've actually probably gone a little bit more detail here than is there. However, there is also the trailer we showed at the start of the stream. I think when we do end this stream off, I'll play that one last time and we'll sign off just before that, give that a play, and the stream will end after that trailer. So before we reach that point, huge thank you to our guests, Eric, Zach, and Michael Conkin, who's joining us here as well. And a huge thanks to Eliot as well, for everyone, for all of you being a co-host, for all of us getting this thing going, talking about this exciting update, the Season 1 Festival of Ages version 1.3 update. And to all of you in chat, and to everyone who's actually, to all of you who have also sent a rating party our way. Highly appreciate it. Glad to have all the excitement, all the cheering everyone. And we're going to have a lot more streams coming through the season. We'll watch Eliot go through his road
When is
to
the
rank.
next stream? Just to remind people, when is the next stream, Grant?
Yeah,
that we
so
have scheduled?
the next stream is scheduled for next Friday, April 8th. So not tomorrow, but a week from tomorrow. And we're going to have a developer discussion then as well. But then we have the other types of streams as well. So we've got Road to Ranked, which is going to be watching Eliot. We can all cheer him on. Quest
Eliot.
Seriously, Eric, Zach, I'm gonna have you guys in my ear while I'm playing, so that I can be if something's just terribly going wrong, be like, quick, how do I record?
Oh, I love
this?
backseat driving. It's my
Anytime.
favorite thing.
Yeah, so we're going to have a lot more streams. We're going to have a lot more information for you in the coming days. So definitely stay tuned, not only to our socials, but to the website, to Discord if you're not in there as well, is a great place to be, and to our streams. We'll see you pretty much every week. It's not going to be all of us. It's going to alternate probably between Eliot and myself, as well as some guests. So you may not see Eric, Zach, or Conkin every time, but they probably will make appearances again in the future, I can imagine.
Yeah, for sure.
Pretty nice to have you all here. It's not like we're saying this is your last time. Goodbye forever. We'll have you back.
I'll miss you, Grant.
He can make us disappear, remember? I mean, I
That's
don't want to
true.
get on his bad side.
I could.
Saying the wrong thing.
Yeah, so thank you to everyone. One last chance if there's anything else we want to talk about between the five of us here all talking. Otherwise, I will just go off to the trailer, let people watch that, and we'll go from there.
Well, that being said, I don't know. I know people have been asking when we are planning to release the update.
Oh.
We're not going to give a specific date, but if I pretend to look the other way, maybe one of the three can give a rough timeline when we can expect this next update.
Grant, you do it. I don't want to get
I'm not one of the three. Come on, Eric, Zach, this is your kind of thing. You love this. But I guess I don't want to steal your thunder.
No one's willing to jump.
I don't want to steal Eric's thunder. I'm the wrong person to do it.
Please.
Okay. Again, we're not gonna give a specific date, but it will be sometime next week. So hence why we're on stream today.
Next week.
So,
Yeah.
Next
Oh
week.
my gosh.
I know next week's a long period, but it's a day ending in Y, as Chat's
Can you
moving a
confirm
little
that,
faster than
Eliot?
Android.
Is that confirmed knowledge?
It is now.
Today starting with a Y and the
Ending with a Y?
ending with Y.
Yeah, so
Yes. So it will be next week. We will be releasing this update. As Grant mentioned, we will have deeper dives into the UGC, the content editor, aka the UGC, user generated content. We're going to have more about the seasons. You can check out the blog. It's going to have a link to all stuff, so you can just refresh that in the next week, and we will have more for everybody to read into.
yeah, exciting times. Super excited to get this out there and to next week have it in your hands.
All right. Can't wait, guys. It's going to be great.
All right, so from myself and all of us here to everyone watching, thank you so much for tuning in. Keep your eye on socials, keep your eye on the blog, Discord, all that. You'll see more information as soon as it's available. And yeah, thank you so much.
Thanks for having us. Bye,
Bye,
everyone.
everyone. I'm going to send you
Thanks for
all off
watching.
with the trailer one last time. So enjoy, everyone, and we will see you next time.
Welcome to the Season 1 update. Festival of Ages, our latest update to Age of Empires 4. Unsheathe your swords, knock those arrows, and celebrate with the arrival of competitive ranked seasons, events, and the all-new content editor. Compete in ranked seasons against fierce opponents in your path to conquest and triumph. Demonstrate your strategic prowess as you compete for exclusive rewards. Seasonal events arrive in Age of Empires 4. Complete challenges for rewards and show off your accomplishments in your matches. Shoot for gold in the Art of War mission Advanced Combat. Want to battle it out on a custom map with a knight's strength set to overpowered? Customize your play any way you want with the content editor. Make history your story indeed. Revel in the chaotic play of Mega Random, a completely random way to play and truly test your skills, including campaign tuning, quality of life, and balance changes. And that's just a sneak peek at our Season 1 update. Join us in the festivities. Coming soon.